Whispers in the Mirror. Chapter 1. The Legacy. Emily Sinclair never believed in the supernatural. As a pragmatic investment banker, her world revolved around numbers and cold, hard facts. Everything changed the day she inherited an ornate, floor-length mirror from her eccentric grandmother, Evelyn. The mirror arrived on a rainy Friday evening, its antique frame gleaming despite the gloomy weather. Emily positioned it in her bedroom, admiring how it opened up the space. As she prepared for bed, she caught a glimpse of something strange in its reflection. A pair of piercing blue eyes that didn't belong to her. Startled, she whirled around, but her bedroom was empty. Chalking it up to exhaustion, Emily fell into a fitful sleep. That night, her dreams were filled with visions of a mysterious man. Tall, dark-haired, with those same captivating blue eyes. In her dream, his strong arms encircled her waist, his lips brushing against her ear as he whispered promises of undying love. Emily woke with a start, her heart racing and her skin flushed. Chapter 2. Dreams and Reality. The following Monday, Emily's world tilted on its axis. As she stepped into the elevator at work, she found herself face to face with the man from her dreams. Jack Anderson, the new CEO of a recently acquired tech startup. Their eyes met, and Emily felt a jolt of electricity course through her body. Over the next few weeks, Emily and Jack's professional relationship quickly evolved into something more. Lingering glances across the conference room turned into accidental brushes in the hallway. Late-night strategy sessions became opportunities for flirtatious banter. Emily had never felt such an intense connection with anyone before. But as her romance with Jack blossomed, strange occurrences centered around the mirror intensified. Emily would catch glimpses of future events. A surprise bouquet of roses from Jack, a near-miss car accident, a heated argument with her best friend Olivia. At first, she dismissed these visions as mere coincidences. Chapter 3. The Mirror's Warnings. One night, unable to sleep, Emily found herself drawn to the mirror. As she gazed into its depths, the surface rippled like water, and she saw a vivid scene unfold. Jack and Olivia locked in a passionate embrace, their lips meeting in a fervent kiss. Emily stumbled back, her heart shattering. The next day, Emily confronted Jack, who vehemently denied any attraction to Olivia. Torn between her growing feelings and the mirror's ominous warning, Emily threw herself into unraveling its mystery. Her search led her to Madame Zara, a mysterious medium who lived on the outskirts of the city. Chapter 4. The Mirror's Secret. In a dimly lit room heavy with incense, Madame Zara revealed the mirror's dark secret. It was a powerful artifact that showed possible futures, but at a terrible cost. With each vision, it drained the life force of its owner, feeding on their essence to fuel its power. As Emily grappled with this revelation, her relationship with Jack deepened. He proved to be attentive, passionate, and seemingly devoted. But the shadow of the mirror's vision loomed large, and Emily found herself pulling away, unable to fully trust her heart. Chapter 5. The Price of Love. Matters came to a head at the company's annual gala. Emily, stunning in a slinky red dress, arrived to find Jack deep in conversation with Olivia. The scene was so similar to her vision that Emily felt her world crumbling. She fled to the balcony, tears threatening to fall. Moments later, Jack appeared beside her. Instead of excuses, he dropped to one knee, producing a velvet box with a dazzling engagement ring. Emily was stunned. This was not at all what she had expected. As Jack poured his heart out, expressing his love and his desire to spend his life with her, Emily's mind raced. Could she trust him? Could she trust herself? The mirror had shown her a possible future, but was it the only path? In that moment, Emily made a decision. She would not let fear dictate her life. With tears in her eyes, she pulled Jack to his feet and kissed him passionately, whispering a yes against his lips. Chapter 6. Battle with the Mirror. But their moment of bliss was short-lived. As they re-entered the gala, Emily was struck by a wave of dizziness. The room spun, and she collapsed into Jack's arms. At the hospital, the doctors were baffled by Emily's condition. Her life force seemed to be draining away, and none of their treatments had any effect. Jack, desperate to save the woman he loved, remembered Emily's ramblings about the mirror. Against all logic, he raced to her apartment and stood before the antique glass. As he gazed into its depths, he saw a series of possible futures. Emily recovering and their life together, Emily's funeral, a dark figure lurking in the shadows of their home. Realizing the mirror's power and its connection to Emily's condition, Jack made a fateful decision. He smashed the mirror, ignoring the cuts on his hands as he destroyed the ancient artifact. At the hospital, Emily's eyes fluttered open at the exact moment the mirror shattered. Color returned to her cheeks, and she felt a surge of vitality coursing through her body. When Jack arrived, hands bandaged, Emily knew exactly what he had done. Chapter 7. A New Gift. In the aftermath, Emily and Jack discovered that destroying the mirror had consequences they couldn't have anticipated. They both retained a fraction of its power, occasional glimpses of possible futures that would manifest in reflective surfaces. But unlike the mirror's all-consuming visions, these glimpses were fleeting and manageable. Standing hand in hand on their wedding day months later, Emily caught a glimpse of their future in the shiny surface of a champagne flute. A cozy home, the pitter-patter of little feet, challenges overcome together, and a love that only grew stronger with each passing year. Emily smiled, meeting Jack's adoring gaze. The mirror had brought them together, nearly torn them apart, but in the end, it had given them a precious gift: the knowledge that their love was strong enough to overcome any obstacle, supernatural or otherwise. As they sealed their vows with a kiss, both Emily and Jack knew that whatever the future held, they would face it together, writing their own destiny with every choice they made. Chapter 8. New Horizons. After the wedding, Emily and Jack began their new life together. Their home was filled with laughter and joy. Emily sometimes saw glimpses of possible events in reflections, but she now embraced them as part of their life, no longer letting fear dictate her decisions. One day, she saw herself and Jack in the future, surrounded by children and grandchildren. These images gave her confidence and strength to keep facing challenges. Together, they overcame any trials, relying on each other's love and support. But one day, a mysterious stranger appeared on their doorstep. He introduced himself as Professor Grant, an artifact specialist. The professor explained that Emily's mirror was just one of many similar artifacts, each with unique powers. He warned that destroying the mirror might have caused a chain reaction, awakening other artifacts. Emily and Jack decided to assist the professor in his research. Together, they embarked on expeditions around the world to find and neutralize dangerous artifacts. These adventures only strengthened their love and friendship. Chapter 9. Journey into the Unknown. During one of their travels, they stumbled upon an ancient temple in the Amazon jungle. Inside the temple, they found an artifact similar to the mirror but with a different power. It could show the past. This artifact revealed many secrets about their families and helped them understand why Emily had inherited her grandmother's mirror. They also discovered that the artifacts were connected to an ancient civilization with knowledge and technology far beyond the present. Realizing that the fate of humanity was at stake, Emily and Jack dedicated their lives to protecting the world from dangerous artifacts. Chapter 10. Legacy for Future Generations. Years passed. Emily and Jack became renowned researchers and protectors of humanity. They raised their children with love and understanding, passing on their knowledge and experience. In the twilight of their lives, sitting on the porch of their cozy home, Emily and Jack reminisced about all the adventures and trials they had faced together. Their love remained as strong and pure as the day they first met in the elevator. They knew that their children and grandchildren would continue their work, protecting the world from the secrets of the past. Emily glanced at the mirror, now safe, and saw a reflection of their happy future. A future they had created together. And so, with love and faith in each other, they continued to write their destiny, leaving a legacy that would live on in the hearts of many generations. Chapter 11. A Shadow from the Past. Several years had passed since Emily and Jack completed their last expedition and passed on their knowledge to new generations. Their children grew up and continued their parents' work, exploring artifacts and protecting the world from ancient threats. Emily and Jack enjoyed their well-deserved rest, but one day everything changed. One evening, as the sun set behind the horizon, Emily noticed strange behavior in her grandson, Jason. He had found an old, worn-out diary that, according to his parents, belonged to grandmother Evelyn. The diary contained notes about an ancient artifact that had yet to be found and was not mentioned in previous research. Jack immediately grew wary, sensing a new threat. The diary spoke of a mystical stone capable of controlling time and space, hidden deep within forgotten ruins. Emily recalled her grandmother mentioning a stone of eternity, but at the time, it seemed like just a story. That same evening, Jason recounted seeing strange symbols in the water's reflection that matched those in the diary. Emily felt a chill run down her spine, realizing that their peaceful life could be disrupted once again. Emily and Jack decided not to delay and set out to find the artifact. For one last time, before embarking on their journey, Emily glanced at the mirror. This time, she saw not only possible future events but also the faces of her ancestors, seemingly blessing her on this new adventure. They knew that dangers and trials awaited them, but they were ready to face them with confidence and determination. After all, they now had a new ally, Jason, whose abilities and curiosity might prove crucial in this new journey. As they left their home and headed toward the sunset, Emily felt that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. The adventure continued, and they were ready to once again battle the dark forces to protect their future and the future of their descendants. Several years had passed since Emily and Jack completed their last expedition and passed on their knowledge to new generations. Their children grew up and continued their parents' work, exploring artifacts and protecting the world from ancient threats. Emily and Jack enjoyed their well-deserved rest, but one day everything changed. One evening, as the sun set behind the horizon, Emily noticed strange behavior in her grandson, Jason. He had found an old, worn-out diary that, according to his parents, belonged to grandmother Evelyn. The diary contained notes about an ancient artifact that had yet to be found and was not mentioned in previous research. Jack immediately grew wary, sensing a new threat. The diary spoke of a mystical stone capable of controlling time and space, hidden deep within forgotten ruins. Emily recalled her grandmother mentioning a stone of eternity, but at the time, it seemed like just a story. That same evening, Jason recounted seeing strange symbols in the water's reflection that matched those in the diary. Emily felt a chill run down her spine, realizing that their peaceful life could be disrupted once again. Emily and Jack decided not to delay and set out to find the artifact. For one last time, before embarking on their journey, Emily glanced at the mirror. This time, she saw not only possible future events but also the faces of her ancestors, seemingly blessing her on this new adventure. They knew that dangers and trials awaited them, but they were ready to face them with confidence and determination. After all, they now had a new ally, Jason, whose abilities and curiosity might prove crucial in this new journey. As they left their home and headed toward the sunset, Emily felt that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. The adventure continued, and they were ready to once again battle the dark forces to protect their future and the future of their descendants. The end. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for your attention.